Hi there, GMC. Welcome to update number 4, where I try to play this hot country solo. Okay, so I'm going to attempt to play this at 80 BPM now. Please wish me luck. Oh, it's so scary. Okay, so yeah, I'm struggling, but yeah, I've done a lot of progress here, and since the last update, I've just been practicing this with Chris's playing, and yeah, it's working good. I think the main thing I've realized, to tackle the hardest parts or the parts that give me problem, is to really involve a bit more of your arm, because I've been practicing this at slow tempos, and at slow tempos it's easy to totally rely on the smoothest kind of movements where I move my small joints, and that's actually preferable because it's often more relaxed. But as soon as you need to put some strength in it, it's a good idea to move on to the bigger muscles. So I try to involve my arm muscles. So instead of just doing, which purely relies on these kind of movements, I'm doing, it's a bit exaggerated, but just for you to see that I'm actually doing a little bit of this. And that seems to help at the higher tempos. So I'm not really there yet, but I feel progress, and I'm sure this is something you could try if you're struggling with speeding up a section. And for some people, it's the opposite. They use too much arm and too much wrist and not enough of the small stuff. The small stuff is really important, but all these kind of movements got to work together for optimal technique. And since this is really a pushed solo tempo-wise, I got to do everything within my knowledge and power to try and get up to tempo. So I'm hoping that this approach is going to really land me at the original tempo. I don't know when, but yeah, hopefully next update is going to be 90% of the original tempo. So basically I'll be working on like that kind of, and just try to get that up to tempo. And like I told you last time, the sections that involve more hammer-ons and pull-offs mixed with a bit of hybrid picking, that seems to work for me. It's the parts that really focus on the hybrid picking, and even some parts, they surprise me a little bit. This kind of thing, I thought would be super easy for me because I've been doing, I've been practicing a lot of legato and more complex legato, and this is like a fairly simple kind of pull-off pattern, just 2 notes per string and then an open note. But this thing is actually also giving me a problem. I don't know why, really, so I should probably analyze it. I mean, I can do it, but I tense up, and if I tense up doing something that I feel should be easy for me, then that probably means there's something I don't fully understand about my technique there. So yeah, I'll be practicing. I think what I'm doing maybe is I'm moving down the thumb a little bit and doing this with a classical approach, which is never really a good idea if you want to be relaxed. So I figure a lot of the really skilled country guitarists you see, they have this totally relaxed posture where they have their thumb up here most of the time, unless they're really attempting something stretchy. And this kind of thing is not stretchy. So I shouldn't have to move my, so that's something I'm going to work on as well. And of course, this little countryish bend is working okay, but I think that Chris does a little tweak in there. He does, oops, he does that kind of pre-bend down because he's up here, right? So I think he bends down and you can't really hear it, and then he does so, that kind of thing. So I'm gonna work on that as well to really try to get not like that, try to get that exact thing he's doing, because it's a nice little tweak, something like that, but at a higher tempo. So yeah, wish me luck. And as usual, if you want to comment, that's really awesome because it helps me stay motivated with my practicing. And I'm hoping that maybe if you try working on any of these licks, if you ask me a question, then like I said, I'm in a very good position to answer, at least with what is my current strategy. Because as soon as you've learned something and you move on, then after just a couple of weeks, you don't really have the same insights into that practicing mindset of this specific solo. So yeah, feel free to ask if you got any question, and I'll see you hopefully fairly soon with another update. See you. Cheers.